most recent thing that I had done is I had created a book on copywriting editing because I realized that nobody really covered that subject ever before. And it's true that all the power in your research, all the power in your marketing is research. Knowing your prospect is going to be more valuable than anything else.
Yeah.
Knowing the talent comes in developing a unique hook, offer, or solution that really makes your marketing stand out against everybody else's marketing.
Yeah.
All your professionalism comes in the editing phase. Right. Anybody can have a really great brainstorm in a shower while driving down the street, right? And if you really know, your market, that becomes easier. But what the professional copywriters will do is slave over every word and how they, they'll reword things to make sure that they're keeping people reading, that they're keeping people excited, and that they won't forget some core fundamentals. Like I was explaining this to a group of people not long ago. One of the biggest things I see missing in the AIDA formula, attention, interest, desire, and action, is a failed sense of urgency. Because if I say, hey, I have this copywriting course that's available for you, and they say, well, that's a Halbert course that's going to be available forever. This other person's got a special course, but it's, the bonuses are only good for this week. They immediately think, well, that other course is going to be there. Let me get the one with the bonuses. I'll come back to this one. And in sales, delay is death.
Yeah, that's it.
They just won't do it. So I will find, in marketing, I'm writing a series of books that is about, one about research, one about how to get the first draft, and then about editing that. Because the smallest part of the phase of the process of copywriting is actually writing that first draft. That's where everybody thinks that they're going to spend all their time. It's not true.
Yeah.
It's researching, walking around thinking about your pitch, figuring out what you're going to say to somebody, creating a unique hook, offer, or solution. And then I call it the copy dump, where you just dump all that stuff down in words. And then you massage it and polish it and rearrange words. And you're reading it aloud, finding any place where there's a hiccup. You're thinking to yourself, okay, at this stage, somebody's going to be thinking this, so let me address that answer and move it up ahead before they think about it. All of that kind of stuff. So that professionalism comes in the editing phase. And the top copywriting teachers and coaches and mentors will all tell you, research, and then edit. But I realized nobody talks about editing. Now, my father did for a brief period, but his editing formula was only 5 steps. Right?
Yeah.
And when I started writing down all the things that I look out for, and this came about because I was helping professional copywriters write better copy. I was helping them smooth over copy that was either already working or they were about to release. And then I realized, okay, I'm telling all these guys and ladies who know what they're doing the same lesson over and over, so I'm going to write it down in a lesson, right? And I would teach them that. And I'd find that I'm teaching this over and over again. So I finally decided, you know what, let me put this all into a formula. And my editing formula has 32 steps to it. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be reading your copy 32 times to do it.
Yeah.
So just like you're reading your copy aloud at the same time that you're looking for superfluous that's, or you are looking for places that are going to have hiccups and stuff, you're looking, these are just all these different things that you should be looking out for and rearranging in phases. And so with that, I was doing the book series, and the third one came out first. So I called it, the Halbert Copywriting Method Part 3.
Yeah.
And we ended up calling it the Star Wars launch because Part 3 came out before 2 and 1. So I've almost got 2 finished, and Part 1 is actually going to be a collaboration amongst a lot of great marketing experts and stuff like that. But what I was really proud about was the fact that it immediately started helping people write a lot better copy. It had great copywriting advice I had never heard from anyone else. Not all of it. Some of it was standard. You can't ignore the basics. And it expanded on what my father had started.